The firing squad person who will be going first is Marcus Royce Lee. Marcus. Right. My official timekeeper is by the side. She's also carrying a horn, which means they're horning. Hello. Here we go. Marcus Royce Lee. The firing squad will be shooting questions at you. 2.5 minutes to answer them as eloquently as you possibly can. We're going to start with Jonathan. We're going to move down the line from Weetek, then to Maggie Barber, and then to Mr. Sujan Thomas. You guys ready? Panelists ready? Is everybody ready for the firing squad? In 3, 2, 1, go!
Okay, a job interview and the HR executive asks you for your Facebook account to do a background check. What do you do?
I'd be honest and tell the HR executive that I do not have any Facebook account. And if she asks why, I would say the same thing that I did earlier on, that I value my privacy very much and I actually choose who to reveal my data to.
So tell me, is your boss cute? Is she pretty?
Oh, well, she's really cute.
Is she married?
No.
Would you date her?
If
Would
it
you
gets me
sneak
out-
away to the top?
Okay, wait. Boss, right? Would I be sleeping with 3 at a time or 1 at a time? If
you
it's a
can do,
difference.
if you can do 3, go ahead.
Okay, I would choose to do 1 at a time. Reason being, they would definitely be judging me on my, what they call technical competency.
And are you technically competent?
For 1, I'm pretty sure, but on 3, I never had the opportunity, so I don't
No
want
stamina, darling. No stamina.
So how do you deal with a female boss? Like, are you cool working with under a female?
Yeah, definitely. Actually, the boss that I work most closely with, is actually female.
Okay, but what if you know for a fact that she's stupider than you? That you are much smarter, you can outwit her anytime. What would you do?
Well, wit is one thing, intelligence is another thing. But the thing is that she's my boss because she has the experience. So even though I may be smarter, which maybe I may be, and there will be occasions where I might actually be able to help her out with some stuff, I won't do it in front of everyone else because I think respect is important. So I would still share my information with her, share my knowledge with her, but do it in a really private setting.
What if you went to a party? What if you went to a party, both of you got drunk and something that shouldn't have happened happened?
Oh.
And it ends up on Facebook.
Yeah.
1 minute remaining.
What would you tell your boss or what would you say to your boss the next day?
My performance bonus, boleh? Then that's what I'll tell my boss. I'll ask her.
Performance bonus?
Yeah.
Is
I'll
that
just be
the
very
first thing on your mind after
Yeah,
you
yeah.
slept with your boss?
Definitely, corporate ladder. Yes. I'm going with my boss after all. so,
Jonathan,
yeah.
quickly, next question.
Does work-life balance exist anywhere in Singapore, any sector?
Work-life balance definitely exists. I think as an individual, you have 4 spheres. You have life,
30 seconds more.
your personal life, your family, your work, as well as the last one would be your family. I think I said 3. Basically, you have to actually create your own bubble. The bubble expands
15
contracts
seconds
with
more.
your own time. So work-life exists. It does exist, but it depends.
And next question, here we go. We did.
So what would you give up in order to create a family?
What would I give up?
5 seconds.
I won't give up anything, but I would shrink my personal space.
Time's up! Next up, Georgina time, everybody. Georgina. 3, 2, 1, go!
How do you deal with backstabbers in the office?
My bad. Okay, this is a very interesting question because I had it a few months ago. I'll be very honest, I had an issue for the last few months and my boss knows about it. He was the one who told me that this is happening. And I have a good reputation in the company, so the HR knows me very well and they know that's not my personality. So I've been through that and you have to uphold your reputation and be who you are, so everyone around you know who you are and they will have no issues with that. So
Okay.
backstabber, bring it on.
Next question, Sujit.
Someone in the office was just caught for sleeping with an underage prostitute. What advice would you provide for that person?
The underage prostitute or the person in the office?
Your colleague.
I would say, good job, my friend.
For an
But whichever
underage
it
girl.
is, he should be more careful, after you eat your breakfast or you eat on something you shouldn't be eating, wipe your mouth carefully, okay? And then don't be exposed, be smart about it.
But the news is just about to hit the media.
Uh-oh.
Everything's just going to blow wide open. And your boss, who is also your colleague's boss, is going to find out about it. So what would you tell your colleague specifically to do in the office space?
Be smart and own up first. Always be the first one to own up to your own
1.5
mistakes.
minutes.
People will respect you for that.
Alright.
Okay, if you're at the end of the 6-month probation in a new job, and a week before you confirm you find out you're pregnant, would you tell your boss?
I would, I'll be very honest. But at the same time, I'll work out something with him to make sure that I can still work when I'm still pregnant. Jason, you hear that? I will still work when I'm still pregnant.
Now you say you are very honest, darling. So what if the boss has very bad body odor? Let's see.
First of all, you don't have?
Are you sure? Were you close enough to smell?
We had lunch sometimes and I don't smell anything. But if you do have, I will tell his wife to tell him.
Wow. And how would you do that?
I know his wife, she's right here.
Why didn't you tell him directly?
Sorry?
Why didn't you tell him directly?
I have to be tactful, he's also my boss, so I still need to respect him. His wife would be a better person to be in position to tell him.
Then it means you don't respect his wife.
I respect his wife!
But you will tell her but not him.
I'll tell her that I told her that he has...
30 seconds more. Manny Hopper, next up, go, fire,
Alright, so
fire, fire!
let's go back to the pregnant question. What if you've been having an affair with your boss and you found out that you're pregnant with your boss's child? Will you tell him or will you tell the wife?
Number one, sorry, he's not my type.
Okay, assuming that he's your type, because you've been having an affair, so obviously you like each other, right? So you're pregnant and he doesn't want to recognize it. Would you, pursue the matter?
5 seconds more.
Or would you tell the wife?
I would tell the boss. Actually, I would not tell the wife. Yeah, I'll be smart about this.
Ready?
We're gonna start with Sujit this time around. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go!
Let's just say suppose you're an underage prostitute and you also have a day job where you work in the office. Will you tell your boss what you do at night?
That's tricky. I would walk to my boss and say, you know what? Today might be a bad day because I've got lots of clients to attend to, but I would hope that you would respect my privacy, whatever that may be, because come on, all of us have things that our bosses don't know about. So whatever it is, I would hope that my boss respects my privacy, even though that would really never happen. And I would say, my time is my time, work time is work time.
And next one, Jonathan, go ahead.
Some photos of you online surfaced that had you in a compromising position. How would you explain that to your boss?
I would say, you know what, that dude's photoshopping skills is amazing.
Okay, what if the biggest rival at work, you found some photos of him or her in very compromising position, and he's up for promotion. So what would you do, my dear? Would you tell?
Would you tell?
Does he have some? Let's wait for later.
Come on, man. Would you tell? Answer the question!
I wouldn't. To me, friendship comes first, and I think things like that will just come back and bite you later on. So even if you think you're getting by short term, in the long run you're going to regret it. I think you have to think long term. Just do what you think is right.
Alright, so both of you, example of you guys are partners, right, in a project, and he made a mistake, and that could cost him his job. Would you bear the mistake for him, or tell the boss that he made the mistake, or just be quiet and let the boss find out by himself?
You know what? If I bear the mistake, it's not going to benefit me. It's not going to benefit him. Basically, there is no point. I kind of see if there's a means to an end here. I mean, you should go for what you think the outcome is the most, is the best for everyone. I think that doesn't make any sense. I wouldn't do it.
Sujit.
What do you think is the biggest advantage that you would have in being a woman in the workplace?
45 seconds more.
Being a woman in the workplace, you are able to change the tone of the people. I mean, the tone of a meeting changes when it's a woman chairing a meeting. That's what I've noticed personally. And I think women also get underestimated. So we have very thick skin for that reason. We kind of develop that thick skin and then we just look forward to surprising you and really making it, when it counts.
So will you use your femininity to go ahead?
I mean, come on. If you're a woman, you have to be a woman all the way. Not be ashamed of anything, not hide anything. Do it.
10 seconds.
We're not talking about the online prostitution, right? No.
Hard to say.
Do you believe in sucking up to your boss to get ahead?
5 seconds.
Very much so. I think you have to keep people happy.
There we go. What will Austin bring? What Arsenal? Alright.
Okay, now.
3, 2, 1. Oh, okay, go
Sorry,
ahead.
earlier on she made the notion that you had some photos that need to be hidden on Facebook.
Yes.
So what if you find out that she told her boss?
Start.
Oh, that's fine because I'm very open about it. You can see all the pictures on Facebook. I don't even block my non-friends. You can see no problem.
So what is the most salacious photo you have?
Salacious, I do not understand that word, but I believe.
I'm sure if we steak, you'll find salacious.
Most salacious photo would be the one I took with my friends when I was in Bali, in Aceh.
Would you choose great brains or great looks?
Definitely great looks, because brains can be trained.
Looks can be Botox.
Which one?
So which one do you think you have?
All or none.
That's a good one. I would say neither. Yes.
Okay, if one of your friends was one of the 48 guys, called for the underage sex scandal, and if this is your best friend, and your CEO found out that he's your best friend, and he wants you to unfriend him in all senses, Facebook, personal friends, what will you do?
Firstly, my friend was one of the 44. No, I'm kidding. My
Yes.
boss was.
Okay.
First thing I'll say to him is, Wojo. After that, he says, hey, why you didn't call me? Why didn't you call me? And then I will unfriend him and do all the usual things, but on the side, I'd still be his friend, because at the end of the day, we all make mistakes, so we all just live on.
What would you do if you were one of the 44?
I'd be smiling right now on stage, and I would also be a bit sad, because everyone does things, but to get caught, it's very, very sad.
So you think that it's okay to do things that might be wrong as long as you don't get caught?
I'm glad my parents are not here. Neither is my boss. But no. It's absolutely wrong to do wrong things. Let's set that straight. If you don't do it, that's good. If you do it, don't get caught. That's what we learned in the army. Yes.
What would you do?
45 seconds more, 45 seconds.
What would you do if your boss keeps claiming all the credit for your work?
Actually, my boss does do that.
What do you do?
Every day. I mean, it happens, everybody, we live in a big company, people don't really know who does things, but it's always about the teamwork. It's always about the teamwork. So yes, when it's about the teamwork, it's about the boss.
So when you tell your boss off, if you think your boss is wrong,
Actually, I did that last week. Did not go too well. Sometimes, I guess we live in a very open environment nowadays. We like to banter back and forth. So if something's wrong, you just tell them outright. I'm sure they enjoy the kind of discourse as well.
So tell us outright, what is your boss like?
5 seconds.
Honestly.
My boss is awesome.
Alright, everybody, Jonah Wong, judges, anime firing squad. 3, 2, 1, go!
okay, Lei Ho, you are a very good looking guy.
Thank you.
So will you use your looks to, advance your career?
Definitely. Of course, because I believe using what God gave you, and if God gave me looks, I'm going to use it to advance my career. Definitely.
So how have you done it so far?
I would say it's easier for me to befriend my superiors. It was a little bit easier than maybe some people who are not that good looking. I don't know.
Befriend or flirt?
Sorry?
There's a difference. Befriend or flirt?
That's a very thin line. But most of my bosses have been men, and I've been befriending them in my
You can
my
flirt
way.
with men.
Yeah, I guess you can. Yeah.
Okay, you just found out that you are the guy that's responsible for all the MRT breakdowns in Singapore, alright? What would you do? Will you own up to it, quit quietly, or actually try to find a scapegoat?
Actually, I won't find a scapegoat, because if I'm really inconveniencing like hundreds of thousands of Singaporeans, I feel responsible. So I will come up with very good reasons why I'm the person who is disrupting the train, because I want everybody to take a longer train ride, take it easy, don't go to work so in a rush, enjoy your life,
You know you're going to fire, right? When you say that?
I guess so. But you know what? It's going to. I don't care. You know what?
Switch it.
Say.
You work for the government, right?
Yes, I do.
What's your take on dating someone at the workplace?
I actually am for it. It's okay, but so far nobody has tried to chat me out in the workplace.
What if your boss say no? What if your boss says, no way, you cannot date anyone in the workplace and you just met the girl of your dreams?
I will try to keep my work relationship. My work. Because our relationship should be on a personal level, not on a professional level. So professionally, we will just be colleagues. Okay, but outside of work, we'll date. It's okay.
So you'll be going to work and you'll be a lie?
Not lying, but white lie.
You plan to have kids?
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens if you want to play a more active role at home as a more active father? How do you tell your boss?
I'm going to tell my boss, if it has to come to the point where the family is at stake,
then I was seriously considering to change my employer who is more supportive.
20 seconds.
So, dating someone in my workplace or whatever it is.
15 seconds. Firing squad.
You are so confident, nothing to ask.
Thank you very much.
Okay, what do you have a boss who is really insecure, and this boss is always, like putting the pressure on you, and what would you do with an insecure boss?
Oh boy! Ladies and
You did
gentlemen,
really well.
can we please give it up for Mr. Sujin Thomas, Mr. Yogi Tech, Miss Maddie Barber, as well as Mr. Jonathan Love. Your applause for our firing squad.